Greetings Ultraman fans, welcome back to our Otaku channel, and today we're going to talk about some of the rumors and also leaks that was released for Ultraman Decker. So let's start with this. Recently there's a list showing off all of the sofubies that will be released prior to Ultraman Decker series. You might be asking me, why does this matter? Well, toy production news will eventually relate to the series itself. For example, a couple days before the release of Ultraman Decker Episode 7, there's a release of Ultraman Trigger, Decker, and Chimera SHF figure arts. And boom, next episode, that's exactly what happened in Ultraman Decker series. This is because Bandai would want to reference their product to the series because it'll help sell toys better. With that said, this list is important to show that these kaiju might appear in Ultraman Decker, but there are chances some of them will not really be released. Well, because some of these kaiju never even get their own sofubies in the first place. So there is a chance that Bandai just look at the old kaiju and thought maybe we should do a sofubi for them because it's been a long time and they never received one. So without further ado, let's look at this list. First we have alien Nuaza Ishiris. Just like Gregor-Man Grace, this alien is also very important and very popular in Ultraman Dainas series. But from what we've seen, Gregor-Man Grace has been treated differently in Ultraman Decker series. For example, the original alien is called Alien Gregor, but in Ultraman Decker series, he got a new name, Gregor-Man Grace. For Alien Nuaza, he's not actually receiving a new name. Alien Nuaza Ishiris is actually the one that was introduced in Ultraman Dainas series. Every single one of them just doesn't exist anymore, and in Ultraman Dainas series there's only one. That is called Ishiris or Ishiris, which is basically his own name. But in this list, it is shown that his name is Alien Nuaza Ishiris. So I'm a bit confused, but I feel like I know what they mean with this. Basically, this probably be the same person traveled through time or space or dimension. So basically he was searching for Ultraman Dyna but ended up finding Decker. That's just my theory. But considering this Seijin is weird itself, it might be possible he gained an ability to cross dimension. Though there is a chance he won't return in Ultraman Decker because, as I said, sometimes maybe Bandai just wanna release a new sofubi and doesn't intend to release something new that will relate to the series. Because this Seijin is actually very popular that Tsuburaya production has an art for himself. There are an official illustration for him. There is none for Gomora, there's none for Red King, but this guy have it for some reason. Next we have Sphere Reikubas. Oh yeah! Moravia is a shape-shifting monster, meaning that he can turn into whatever he thinks he likes. So yeah, the alien Nuaza that I just said before probably be his illusion or his own transformation thingy. Next we have Pesta, Zambola, and Chandler, which is not that interesting, it's just an OG kaiju. And then we have Sphere Geomos. Okay, so this one is very unique because if you didn't know, Geomos is actually a kaiju with a couple of references for the OG kaijus. So this is another one that might be the reason that I feel this kaiju won't return in Decker, but basically will be a sofubi for just basically respecting the kaiju itself for being popular and all that stuff. First of all, this kaiju appearance or debut is basically just like Gomora because it is meant to reference Gomora. And its power to control electricity from its tail is a reference to Eleki. So in this list, his name is Sphere Geomos. So we don't actually know which one he's gonna look like because Geomos has two faces. One is the short and big faces, and the other one is more dinosaur-like. And finally, Mother Spherosaurus, which probably means this is the final boss for Ultraman Decker. Ultraman Dainas also receiving a sofubi, as well as Ultraman Decker Dainas type, which I think it means that Decker probably using Dainas power. And this is not Dyna, this is Dainas, a new one, a new Ultraman. So we have been listening to this name for a very long time now. It was said to be a secondary Ultraman for Ultraman Decker series, but it has no confirmation. Well, considering we have a time travel plot right now, and with Decker Asumi as a guy who time travel, it could mean that Ultraman Dainas probably be him. So the last thing that was leaked was Terra Facer Norn. This one probably means that this is the one from the movie from Ultraman Dyna. And finally, we also receiving DX King Sphere and DX Zolgigalo Geyser. Keyword there, DX. Why is it DX? Because the thing is, Bandai will label their toys so it could differentiate between which is which. So for these, they are DX, and there are also SHF figure arts. DX mainly is Kamen Rider belt or Ultraman transformation item. So does it mean King Sphere is the name of a transformation item or something else? Maybe I'm missing something. And another one, Zolgigalo Geyser. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a weapon. But it also sounds like a kaiju name. Well, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's hope for the best for the future of Ultraman Decker. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye!